Fish momentum. What y'all think of the Rondell Carter signing?
Rondell Carter, man, JMU Duke, absolutely. Still signed him today, or it's.
Did they ask you for any intel?
No. I mean, Coach Tomlin know what it is. You get a JMU Duke in the house. That's last time he had success in the postseason. What was on the roster? JMU Duke. He ain't had one since with the postseason. All right, you laugh. How many playoff appearances? So think about this.
You're talking about yourself, correct?
I'm just talking about JMU.
No, but I'm just saying.
I'm just talking about JMU. That's all I'm saying, right? I'm not saying me specific. I'm just saying JMU. Prior to me coming to Pittsburgh,
I just didn't know if we had another guy like in the wings.
All I'm saying is prior to a JMU guy coming to the roster in 2014, the Steelers had experienced back-to-back 8-8 seasons and no playoff appearance during that time frame. JMU guy comes on the roster, 4 playoff appearances back-to-back years, multiple playoff wins, AFC Championship game appearance. JMU guy leaves the roster. We ain't won a playoff game since. That's all I'm saying, man. All right. So to me, I do think that Rondell Carter is a great pickup.
What does he even do?
All right. So let me coach you.
Is he a running back?
No. I got you. So he's an outside linebacker. So this is the thing, man. This is going to be a second year. He was undrafted, was with Dallas on the practice squad all last season. Where was he earlier this year? He was another spot right before he came to us. But Rondell, man, heavy-handed dude, could play up and down the D-line, more of a 4-3 base DN type of guy, can bump in and play 3 technique as well. But at the NFL level, undersized for that position, which is why he's had to bump out. So in terms of playing against the run, he's solid there. In terms of him rushing the passer, he can win in that capacity. The biggest question mark for him and all of these other younger outside linebackers I've talked about on this roster is, can you cover? He was not asked to do that at JMU. Heck of a player at JMU, but he was not asked to do any type of cover stuff. So once again, with Rondell, how fast does he pick up the coverage and what can he do on special teams? I think that will determine his overall chances of staying here and carving out a role. But that's kind of like what it is with Rondell. When you're coming from the JMUs and stuff like that, a lot of the front 7 guys, D linemen in particular, like myself, were always a little bit undersized because that's why we went to a small school versus going to a Virginia Tech or a USC, right? Talent is there, but the size is a little bit different. So for him, he's caught between a DN and a D tackle's body, athletically, size-wise, speed-wise, and stuff like that. So the question is, when you start talking about him, can you play him at the inside? That's a lot. You know, handling those guards and those centers play in and play out. Can you put him out there on the edge? Okay, but can he play in that space? And that's what we're going to try to find out. Like I said, he was on the practice squad with Dallas last year. They kept him up there the whole season, so he did enough in that capacity. But, you know, now it's preseason, so we'll see what it looks like in the game, man.
Did you get any looks or any offers to leave JMU after, like, your second year or anything like that?
So transferring wasn't as big when I was out. It was more so, you know, guys trying to get you right at the last bit before committing and stuff like that. But I had offers from 1A and 1AA. It was just when I'm comparing Kent State, Akron, Buffalo, when I'm comparing East Carolina, Temple, you know what I mean? Like, and this isn't Temple that became good. This was Temple when Al Golden had just taken over, and then they started to get back good.
They had a little
like
run
all through that time frame. So it was like, all right, when I'm looking at all these options, to me, JMU coming off a national championship the year prior to me coming out, I'm just like, yeah, I would much rather go there than go to a MAC school or a Conference USA school just to say I went 1A. And I think it worked out. Say it.
I think it did.
Today's show is brought to you by Manscaped. You know the leaders in below the waistline grooming, right? You know them. You know that crew.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Deke, I was thinking to myself, we are in the heart of the summer. We know that football season is here, and ball security, more importantly, is at a premium right now. All right. During this time of year, man, you got to protect your balls. And the best way to do that is with Manscaped. More importantly, the Lawnmower 4.0, the waterproof one with that little light that turns on and off. You know the one we talk about, Deke. I mean, it's things like that, baby. When you talk about going low and slow to make that tree trunk show a little bit more, baby, this is what you need, all right? So don't waste time. You want to check them out. They're here for you. But more importantly, Deke, as we always say, we don't talk about anybody unless we got a promo code.
Yeah.
And that promo code, ladies and gentlemen, is MOATS. You use that, you will get 20% off of your purchase along with free shipping worldwide at manscaped.com. So stop wasting time, man. Make sure you take care of your delicate twins. And I can assure you that anybody that is, privileged enough to interact with them, they'll appreciate you as well.